Hello everyone, so today is gonna be a very interesting video about the tallest building of the world. It's Burj Khalifa. I used to live there for 3 years and would like to tell all the secrets of living there, everything about my experience and about this tower. Because during the all years, of course, I learned a lot. I know all the rooms, all corridors, what the building has, all entrances, exits, everything. And I thought it would be very fun maybe to share with you, because when I was living there, I actually didn't disclose this information on social media for privacy and security reasons, because I have like open profile, so I thought like it wouldn't be a very good idea, to post like too much about like where I live or something. So yeah, this information was like a bit more on the private side, but now I'm not living there anymore, and I decided it's maybe something fun. So let's just start it. I'll tell you a little bit about the tower. Sorry for the noise, there is like a road downstairs. I'm sitting on the balcony and some cars are moving, so I hope you can hear me, and sorry again for the noise. So yeah, let's start. The building is 828-meter high, and it's I checked, and it's 2,700 feet high, so for somebody who understands feet. And building also has 163 floors, and all of these floors are people lives in it. So let's take step by step. So the ground of the building, this is the base of the building, is like down there is a parking, then little bit like upper is gonna be like Armani. Most of the apartments there around, it's like Armani residences and Armani hotel. Then the next part of the building, this middle part, is like mainly residence. It's where people and like tenants lives and people buy apartments, so it's gonna be like kind of a middle part. And then upper part is offices mainly, so offices, lounge areas, restaurants. The building has like quite a lot, and lots of elevators to take. So for example, I used to live on 57th floor, so I had to take three elevators. So I have to go like from a parking to a lobby level, then walk around. I think you saw like some of my videos, some of my first video, and it got like more or less popular. You can see a little bit like inside. I try to also include in this video as much information as possible, but there you can see like how I walk like to the parking and to the lobby. So you the parking to the lobby, and then from the lobby you walk around, and then you take another elevator to level 43, and it depends where you also live. So you might live like, if you live below, maybe you'll take less elevators. For me it was like I had to take 3, so I will arrive on level 43, and then I have to walk around and take another elevator to already like my floor 57. And then if you live on like not between 43 till 70, if you live on kind of higher level, something like 80 or 100, I'm not sure if you can live there, but 80 something, you have to take like different elevators. So there's like elevators for everything. And also if you go like to Armani, there is also like from the lobby you take another elevator. So yes, there's just lots of elevators everywhere. But the coolest stuff, there is a tunnel to Dubai Mall. So this, if you've been to Dubai and went to at the top, you could see there is like a tunnel which leads you to Burj Khalifa, and with the same tunnel, people who live there, they can go like to Dubai Mall back. So it's very convenient when it's very hot. It's you don't need to drive anywhere, because everything is like stepping distance. There is a boulevard around, so it's a super kind of cool and central place to live, and everything really around. The only maybe stuff is like also very touristic, so when you walk in this tunnel, it's like lots of tourists run into you, and sometimes it's piss you off because you just like want to move without like anyone, and there is lots of kids ice cream shops, so it's a bit too much, and there is like those queue at the top, so it's maybe a bit stressful to get like to Dubai, but still you can do it. That's the plus side. Of course you can go also from outside. It's going to be quite a walk, but you can definitely do it, especially now they built a new fashion area, so you can go from another side, quiet side, if the weather is good. So building also downstairs has some little gross and mini mart, so this building I consider like a castle, honestly, because it has so much. You really if you live there, you don't need don't need probably even a car very much, because like everything at your stepping distance. So there is like a little store, mini mart, which can deliver you like whatever you need to your apartment. Then there is Armani, the whole Armani hotel, to which you get access, and you also get like 20% discount on all the restaurants, on the spa, and yeah, you can just like sit sometime in the lobby for a coffee. So that's pretty cool that there is this Armani restaurant. And I used to like that one of the restaurant in the Armani hotel is called Armani Deli. So it's kind of like a home cuisine, and you have like a nice view on the fountain, and it's used to be one of my favorite. And one time I was sitting with my parents there, and Will Smith also was like having lunch with his family, so that was pretty cool and nice. And yeah, of course, lots of celebrities also visiting this tower. So the other stuff which tower has is the gym. It has like on 2 levels gym. So we have gym on level 43, it's free gym, with also jacuzzi and little pool. It's we call all kids pool because it's like kind of a bit ridiculous. It's ridiculously small. It's like really small. It's for kids. And jacuzzi is really nice, but sometimes when you get out of it, because it's on level 43, and with the whole wind you might catch cold, and it happened to me many times. And also there is the same facilities on level 72, if something like this, 72 if I remember correctly, because I didn't live like higher, so I didn't use that one very much. I went there a couple of times. It's the same stuff. You can use like jacuzzi, gym, it doesn't matter like which one you use. It's also a very little gym and jacuzzi. It's a fun experience, but lots of smell of the chlorine in jacuzzi, to be honest. And in the gym, if there is few people, you feel like so overcrowded and so overpowering. It's also a bit annoying. So there is like another option for people who can afford a better lifestyle. There is a whole huge gym which you can it's called Burj Khalifa. So you can, like, even as a normal person from outside, you can buy access. So there is like 5 floors club, and there, like, on ground floor there is a huge pool, indoor pool, which also they do some ladies days. I think on Monday only like ladies allowed there. And then there is a spa facilities. Then there is like 2-floor gym, so you get like the full ladies gym and huge like gym for mix, and it has like all the equipment, super nice. And also like you get access to sauna, steam, and they have very funny shower with some bird sounds. Nobody used the shower, but it's kind of, when you see it first, it's fun. But sauna is very nice, and the relaxing area is super nice. And I used to love their spa. There was a very nice lady who was doing some facials for me, like really excellent. I enjoy that facials. They use some Natura Bees products, and I used to love it, like the way she did it for me, those facials, excellent. So that's the cool stuff. But for that, and on top, I forgot to mention, there is like open also pool, huge one. It's managed all by Armani, so you can also order food to any of the place from Armani restaurant. And yeah, the minus of it is like you have to pay for this fun, cool experience. If you don't want to use like a little free gym, you want like a big with like proper pool, then you have to pay. And the cost, I think it's like per person around $3,000 a year, if I'm not mistaken. But if you're going there, you can, like, of course, negotiate the price, check the prices maybe it's updated, some different offers, because sometimes I do some offers, and yeah, you can get like better price maybe during some Ramadan or some other months. So yeah, if you're interested, if you live somewhere in Boulevard or close, you can totally like check it out. I'm not definitely promoting, I have no interest in doing so. Just telling about like all the lives there. So the other cool stuff they have, which you can use there in Burj Khalifa, it's a free tennis court, and this one I used to love it, and I used to invite many of my friends there. I am not very good at playing tennis, but I had the rackets. I just had fun and did some like few photo shoots, just you know, to have to have a giggle or laugh. It's a nice sport, and there's like lots of people booking this tennis stuff and playing more professionals. They have coaches for it, and yeah, I was like, it was on my list all the time to hire some coach, and so sure, he teach me how to play tennis properly. So yeah, that's also very nice stuff. Also, if you live there, upstairs, like a residential lounge on 123rd floor, you can go also for free. You get access to that lounge if you're a resident in Burj Khalifa, and there you get like, you can invite some people for a meeting, you can invite friends, like up to 4 people. You get like free juices, free coffee, free tea, and you can enjoy. I used to like to go there like working on my laptop, and there's lots of people like just sitting working on their laptops or having meetings, so this was very nice also like to have it. And also in the tower you can book business rooms, meeting rooms, I mean, totally free. You just like go to the reception, tell them that you would like to book a meeting room. So for a business, I think this tower is awesome, because you get like so many like great business options, like so many great stuff. I just wrote like the list what I have to mention. And yeah, the gym, elevators, and also the elevator which you're going to this residential lounge, it's like a double decker. So you go like downstairs, and there's like a double elevator goes upstairs like with the tourists. So there's like a 2-floor elevator in a way, but you cannot like go. It's like people comes from different areas to these elevators, but you ride together on the top floor of Burj Khalifa. So to get to this lounge, you have to take totally different elevator. It's like totally on the other side, which takes you from the first floor all the way to the top, and also tourist goes in the same elevator, but like on the top. So yeah, on 124th floor they go, and also on 123rd floor you get this atmosphere lounge, and you get access to some bar, atmosphere bar. If you live there, you can go there without reservation to the bar, but if you're not a resident in the building, then you have to book it in order to access both of those places. So the next thing, and the security in the building is quite tough. I mean, it's like super tough, because there, even if you get a friends, you have to like agree with them sometime in advance. You have to send the security the car number, car color, and the name of a person. Then they send you a confirmation, and then you have to send this confirmation number to your friend in order your friend to access. But the great stuff that your friends can use valet parking totally free. That was like a cool part of it. But to get inside, you know, even with your friends, it's not so easy. If you don't get like card, then yeah, all this like calling, and then when you call, you have to tell a password. There is like a special password you create when you have this, when you do the kind of, when you start living there. So you create some password, and then you have to tell security this password. It's getting really dark. Let me put on the light. I don't know if it's a bit better. Getting really dark. So then when you start living in the building, there is also a passport check, so they don't allow, you know, some random strangers, or like, I don't know if it's gonna be lighter like this. No, it doesn't get lighter. So you have to, like, before living in the building, you have to get like a security check, and yeah, it's like something with the passport, and yeah, they check your passport and see if you have any bad records or not, and then they tell you if you're allowed to even live there or not. And then after, like, you sign on the contracts, you're ready to move in, you also have to, I don't know, this lamp is not working. Then after all the security checks, you have to do some, how's it, orientation, so security orientation. So they tell you exactly what to do in case of emergency, where to run, in which floor to hide, on what to look for. Sorry, like the light is going down and down. Okay, maybe like this better. Yeah, so you have to do the security stuff, and then 2 classes of the security orientation. They tell you what to do in case of emergency, where to hide, what to what to look for, and like how to run outside in case something happens. So that was very interesting also experience. And yeah, for the entrances you use actually 1 card for all the entrances. So once you move in, there is like 1 card, and you can open like you can do all elevators, all entrances, parking, your own apartment, gates outside. So it's all the same card, like the tennis court, like everything. For everything they activate only 1 card, and if you lose this card, you just pay like a little bit of money, and they give you again. And also, like when you have some visitors staying at your apartment, you can also ask for a special card, because that card you cannot like give to anybody, because every time you swap the card, security see your face. They take like the data and face of a person when you move in. So this card is attached to like all your data, so you cannot just give your card to someone, you know, even if you have some visitors, because then they will see, and maybe like in couple of days or in the same day they will tell you like you cannot just give your card, and you have to like do the card for a person who stays with you. So if, like, for example, my parents came for like a week or something, I have to issue for each person like a special card. They also take pictures of them, take like the visa stuff, all the passport stories, so all documents kind of, or not requirements, but yeah, you got what I mean. So there is lots of security things to go through. Yeah, and the fun also stuff that your furniture gonna get scanned. When you move your furniture in the building, there is a special entrance for the furniture and special elevators also, like inside the building for the furniture, which nobody like actually go into unless you have like some huge delivery or something like that. So if you bring the furniture, you first go like to this gate, scanning gate. We scan everything what goes inside the building, and yeah, and then you can have it. Then you have to arrange like a special time also for it. So to get in, it's like one headache, and to get out, so you cannot, for example, sell it like on kind of eBay or Dubizzle your furniture, because like you have to always like book time to get your stuff out. So it's a bit complicated with that part. And yeah, for the entertainment, as I said, they have like tennis court, jacuzzi, restaurants, Armani club, atmosphere, meeting rooms. So yeah, I think that's everything I mentioned. So I would like to divide like pluses and minuses in the building. So what I see as a plus living in that area, and what I see it as a minus. So like which kind of, if you're thinking to move there or have this like wonderful experience to live there at some point. Sorry, like the light is going more and more down. So if you're thinking about this tower, because there you can totally live, because the rent you can get almost the same price as most of the good places in Dubai. So don't be scared, you know, to go check it out. It's totally possible for you to live also there. It's really a very normal price. If you can afford like a good living in Dubai, then you can afford the living there. It's not like much higher than any good apartment. Even in marinas they have similar prices for big apartments. So yeah, it's just up to you. So for which kind of people this building would suit the best, kind of did like a little bit pluses and minuses, and I think it would be totally perfect for the business oriented people. So if you're interested in having like lots of meeting, business, be in kind of in heart of Dubai, like business industry, financial industry, this is a perfect tower because you get like free meeting rooms, you get this upstairs lounge where you can totally invite your guests to impress, or your partners, or yeah, to have just like a little chat about some stuff. And yeah, it's also like very cool that you have like delivery to your apartment, so in case you're like traveling or something, you don't need to think about your luggage, you just drop in the lobby or your grocery luggage or whatever heavy things you have, and then they will deliver to your apartment. So no need to carry the stuff in elevators, they have special trolley to do so. And yeah, you don't need to think about like your luggage is like kind of partially living in a hotel, and partially of course not, but yeah, it's kind of similar experience. And lots of yeah, the neighborhood is sorry, I read it incorrectly in my notes. Lots of great neighbors also. So there is like of course people, not simple people live there, so you also get access, you can meet like some businessmen, maybe somebody you become friends with. I become friends with maybe some people, they're great like ladies mostly. For myself, I'm not like into the business maybe, so yeah, my friends are like they're great and interesting, and maybe you like if you move you would meet, there is like lots of people living there, so maybe you would meet some awesome, some nice interesting people with who you can like become friends, do business. So yeah, you kind of get into this networking in a way, and you can meet someone interesting, yeah, for a business matters, business reasons, and becomes friends with. So that's like yeah, also a big plus. And yeah, there is like lots of extras you get like in the building, as I said, like free tennis court, jacuzzi, and like all the entrances, and you're in the heart of Dubai. There is like only 20 minutes to the airport, 20 minutes to Mall of the Emirates, walking distance to Dubai Mall. So really lots of cool stuff. It's really getting darker and darker. I'm so sorry for this. I hope I don't need to re-record this one because I cannot go inside. There is noise there and noise outside. I'm frustrated now that it's so dark, this video, because I recorded so much information and I don't want to redo it again and again. So for the minuses, I wrote that there is lots of stress. Living in downtown is like the place also where all the tourists go. So all the tourists gonna run on you, they're gonna stress you, and it's like a very hectic, stressful place. When you walk outside of the building, sometimes you feel like really people are just like jumping, stepping on you, and when you exit like the Dubai Mall, it's like insane, like how crowded sometimes it gets, especially on holidays, on some public holidays. It's insane. And yeah, the minus also the security. You don't have like really privacy. Everybody knows you in the building. On every floor there is some reception. You have to be nice, say hi, and yeah, everything knows what's going on like in your kind of family, in your private life. And I feel like there is like really zero privacy in that building, because like all the friends you invite, like, you know, they have to like go through all the securities and all the stuff and this like to give access to someone. So it's just like lots of eyes watching you all the time. I would put it this way. And also minus, also this huge helicopter. Of course the helicopter have to destroy my video. Why not? So much noise from it. And yeah, you cannot open your windows. That also a minus. So if you like, you know, to breathe, to enjoy this quiet, fun outdoor ambience, you cannot do it. And also you cannot actually smoke in in the rooms there is a very sensitive alarms, even like people sometimes dry their hair. I heard like some of my friends, the alarm goes on, and few times I cook and alarm went on, and it's just like some toast burned or something, nothing like really much, and I always get scared that this alarm goes on, and I always like go with the, I used to go with the towel and like to remove this like a little smoke, or yeah, I think smoke calls from this toast. When it's like just a little bit burned, the alarm may go on, and it's crazy sound. It's such like bad sound. You can't like, oof, it's painful for the ears, insane. Yeah, and then the problem I told you with the furniture, and yeah, no privacy. And the fountain. So the fountain can be like a double sides, you know. At first you see, oh, it's like such a beautiful fountain, but when you leave and when you face this fountain and it goes on every half an hour, you kind of like, especially if you want to sleep, it's a bit annoying. The same songs, most of the times they play every half an hour the same song. So if you face this fountain, it's like, I used to live on 57, and I used to hear this stuff a lot, and people who live like on Armani, like lower side, I think it's crazy noise from this fountain. So that's like a huge minus. If you're planning to move there, I would recommend you the view from another side, because there you don't get like so much noise, because also Armani hotel having sometimes some events and parties downstairs, and you hear all the music, and sometimes, yeah, it's like goes like after even 11 o'clock. So yeah, for sleeping it's not extremely quiet. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes not. I don't know, it's like how to put it. It's like windows are really great quality, it's kind of quiet, but sometimes when you want to sleep, you know, you hear this kind of noise, and it's annoying, especially with the fountain. If you like came from the flight and you just want to sleep, and this fountain starts like at 1 o'clock, it goes on and on and on every half an hour. Sometimes it's not nice. It's nice to see it like outside, to feel, you know, the whole, like with the light, with everything. But when you live near it, it might be a minus as well. So that was my experience living in Burj Khalifa. So please put thumbs up if you like the video. Please subscribe to my channel, and also press the bell button next to the subscription, so you get notifications about my latest videos. And I think that's about it. Love you all, and please comment down below about what you think about, how you've been in Burj Khalifa, some maybe questions, something you're interested to know. I would love to answer that. So yeah, love you all, and bye bye.